15 drivers currently only. Poor amount. Just let me check out if everything's working. Yes, it works. Yes! Come on. Okay. So yeah, I know we have delayed, but still. Okay, we can wait for Ginger because he requested for the postpone by 5 minutes, but still. Okay. What I wanted to say, I just wanted to invite Ginger, by the way. Okay, this is what I meant. Just Nizo is there, and we are waiting for Ginger. He's racing for Ferrari. We have 17 drivers on the grid today. However, still with the wheel issue, and both Alphas couldn't be there. Okay, I see you joining, so I will make the job in these 5 minutes. We have the cooldown, just waiting. You can ask any questions to the chat related to this league. Okay. I only need the description and then we will go. By the way, I don't probably need to remind you that there is another virtual Grand Prix in Formula 1, but you know what? We are here because we have better racing here. Not like they are just doing like shows, like trying to make it struggling because drivers crash intentionally into others. Here we have pure racing, like Italian Grand Prix, if someone remembers. Okay, by the way, this is my keyboard. So yeah, Ginger is in. I will pick the spectator mode. Ginger, you can pick any car you want because I don't. Okay, I bought William Penoza and about William Penoza to buy that. That is getting banned if he will not come because I guess. Okay, Ginger decided to be in Alpha. The reserves can be in any car they want, but it's free. I will pick the spectator. Once again, I will invite two people who are Boydet and William Panoza, but I don't think they will come, and then Boydet, if he will not come, then he is banned from the rest of the season. I don't need to remind you what does the 300 project abstentions mean. Okay, we have still 3 minutes because they requested for the delay, they have the delay, okay? Everything is in already, just let me put the category of gaming and F1 2019 here. Okay, there we go. What about F2 race? Boring. Libanov almost on the podium. Easy win for it was, I don't remember, Fireshot Ryan. And then we had Virus and then Houseman, who is now in the Alpha today. And then Libanov, unlucky, losing the podium because he on the track finished third. Okay. We have 7 people already watching. Very nice from you guys. And hope you will stay here. What I can say, I picked the spectator option. Both Mercedes are banned, so I'm going to ask Ginger and Lewis if they want to race in Mercedes, so we will have another exchange. Okay. I guess we can go. Someone left, and it's Haas of Drankenstein. Okay, Drankenstein, quick comeback. Okay, a Ferrari is missing. Yes, we wanted to see maybe let race on a pad. We have broken wheel. This could be interesting. Okay, you can go. Ready up, I guess. Written the message. Okay. 9 drivers ready, 10 it will go. 1 Ferrari and both Mercedes missing. Thierry Boydett, unless he joins in quali, is banned from the rest of the season. I don't know why they are inactive, but they are inactive, even though we called them like 1000 times. Okay, just waiting for the start. Only 70 drivers, both Mercedes and Javier. Both Mercedes getting another reported abstention. For Thierry Boydett is third, so he's banned, so we will have another driver Mercedes. And I think it can be literally anyone, maybe even from F2 promotion. Hausen has title chances, the X2. Maybe Fireshot Ryan because he won another race. But he's so unlucky with the 5 DNFs. I don't know, to be honest. Champ not, because after his only victory he did only one podium in Bahrain, and it was promoted from P3 to P2. Well, so many analyses wait for me. If the X wants F1 seat or fighting for the championship, he loses only 14 points to the leader, who is Vilzu. Okay, we started officially the Hungarian Grand Prix. I need to know what kind of weather is waiting for us, and I just wonder if Lewis and Ginger will race as the full-time drivers. Okay. About the reserves, I told you, both Alphas, Houseman and Ginger. That's all. We have already some people getting out of the garage. Okay, that will be great. But I need full track map. Who is getting out as first? It's one of the racing points. Literally both Jordi and Alvor, they are going on hards because if you want to know, the soft tires in this track are getting worn so badly fast, and this is why they are picking hards. The recommended strategy is medium hards or hards mediums, considering there's only dry weather. And as you can see, there is probably dry weather as drivers are getting on hards. Let's check out the drivers' tires. As we can see, most of the drivers are on hards. Only 3 drivers on even 2 drivers on mediums. 3: Bjorn, Gniewko, and Gayet, and 4 drivers on softs. That's literally all. Both racing points got out of the garage first. Okay, just wait. Just typing something on the Discord. Okay, but anyway, Jordi starts his hot lap. Let me turn on the TV and maybe some flashbacks about from the season 1 race. This was the first race ever when we had 20 drivers on the grid, even though Isai joined in the wrong team because he missed the quali. He was in McLaren when he was supposed to race in Williams. However, I only changed his points into the maybe he would get points to the Williams. I counted, but this race was so weird. It is the only race that we had to not cancel but cut points by half because of my fault. I need to say. Because I was hosting the lobby crashed when literally I don't know what happened. Who won the champion season 1 was being caught by Nuruzer and Jasper, and the game decided that no, you will not have the finish of the race. We would have an exciting one, but drivers went so like annoyed and they couldn't understand what's going on, but But at the end, at least, we've decided to cut the points by half and count this race into the standings. Jody finishes his lap and he's making 1:17.3. That's giving him first place. Alvor's slower by 0.3 of a second. Ferrari seems to make invalidated invalidated lap time. Jasper beats everyone, but he's on soft, same as Maxro. So these two drivers are probably doing two-stop strategy. As we can see, yellow flag in sector 1, but it's just someone letting by. Trying to make the professional commentating today. Luke with only 1:11.11. Drunkard by 1:11.333. Placeable is just ahead of Maxro. All drivers are currently on their in-laps or hot laps. Let's check out what kind of time Maxro can do. Placeable goes 5th. Maxro beats Jasper's lap time and by 1/10, making the professional pole right now. Yeah, trying to be professional. Let's just take comedian amateur. What do you prefer, being professional like David Kraft or being like every time and like in Italy especially? Just notify me in the chat. I say is currently on the second sector, coming to the chicane. Well, about this track, what I can say, races here, except the 2014 one and ER races of course, is pretty boring. Because we have like so many corners. Oh, there is a spin! There is a spin of Isai! And he was spun at the end of the sector 2. He is now just waiting for space to go back on track. This is very unfortunate. Almost hit by Red Bull and Toro Rosso coming there. Ginger makes third lap time of 1:17.2. Okay, drivers, can you stop spinning and making action? Because I wanted to say about my vision of the track. How would I improve it for better racing? Well, basically we are missing here the third DRS zone, which I would put before turn 4. Like, I don't count the right hander, the mild one, into the corners, because I don't think it's really a corner. But after the turn 4, where currently there is Alfa and Ferrari on the minimap, I'm thinking about this one. There could be a third DRS zone, making like another bow, not the sharp corner like we have right now, as turn 5 to reduce amount of spinning. The hairpin stays the same, and we remove the chicane, making just a straight. That's my vision of improving the Hungarian track to make better racing out here. What do you think about this one? Well, I came up to this idea like 2 years ago. Bjorn went 7th or who? Ferrari, okay, and there is another improved lap time by Alan Vor. He goes 3rd. But still, Maxwell and Jasper are much faster on their tires, but they are on softs. So this is why they are 1 second faster. Okay. Another thing, I sent the pits. Who is on the hot lap? I need to check out, because I will show you this one. Okay, it's probably Bjorn, but he almost spun there. Coming to the main straight, he made his lap time worse by 0.02 of a second. Jasper is coming on another soft tires, so yeah, he's surely doing two-stop strategy. Not gonna lie, this has to happen. Yellow flag in sector 1, but it's another McLaren rating by. I think it's not Axel because it's Max Rowe. He's on the outlap, while his teammate, another FF1 CL driver, just not promoting other leagues, but just saying the facts. Axel is coming here, and turn 3. He's on the hot lap. As you can see, we have traffic ahead of his teammate Maxro, and of course we can say Axe. If we are considering he will come there in a few seconds, yes. Okay, who is on the hot lap? Only Axe, come on. Also Drankenstein pushes, I guess, but he's slower by 1/10. Patrick started. Axe is currently on the sector 2. So maybe let me remind you F1 standings, and what I can say is that this is so tight. Because Max Rowe has 136 points and he's leading the standings, ahead of Plazenball and Red Bull, who have never won the race in this season. He won one in Russia, it was Russian Grand Prix. Pretty lucky because Jody had a bunch of penalties in season 2. And he has 126 points. He got 4 second places in the season. Axel makes 7th. Okay, I will show you Jesper. Then we have R11 who has 118 points, Bjorn 116, Luke 114, but we can see lack of his form because after his victory in Germany, he has collected only 9 points, 6 in Austria, 2 in Italy and 1 in Bahrain. Then we have Axel 77 points and Jody who has won 3 races in a row, making 76 points currently. I'm actually saying that we will not count Jesper into the title battle because he has 50 points and only miracle can happen. And as we can know, he cannot win the race, except Austria season 2. Just kidding. We know he can. We know he has potential. And Wojtinho can race for one of the absent cars. But the rules, come on. Only F1 reserves like Lewis, Ginger, another Lewis. We have Nastasic. Oh, another spin for Isai. Another lap he wasted. But anyway, only F1 reserves, the proper F1 reserves, and top 5 of F2 after it was, I guess, Austrian Grand Prix, Iker. So it was like the project F2 and F1. So it is Max. So it is not Max Rowe. Max Rowe is the champion season 2. Houseman, Dukes, Timats, Vilzu and Paceman. What we can say now? Oh, I say he's probably doing another. And one more thing, I cannot invite you to the lobby. I say comes to the pits again. What a bad luck for him. He has to do another pit stop. Another lap, sorry. Very unlucky while coming to the pit. Guide is also putting softs and he made 1:16.4, very close to Jesper. And he gets third. He probably thinks about getting that 1 point for pole position. He has still time to do at least 1 more lap. What about Max Rowe and Jesper Diabov in the pits? Ginger is already doing 5th lap on his hard tires, but he will probably not. Okay, he comes to the pits. Ferrari is even better, 6 laps on hards. What about Hausman? He's on the hot lap on medium tires. Okay, we have some lags from one of the Renaults, and it's Isai having problems. But I guess Patrick is pretty decent host, and he has pretty decent speed of internet. By the way, Houghton goes with the fastest sector 2. He's only improving by 4/10, so it's not giving even. Maybe it's giving P13, but nothing more. Nothing more. Maybe P12. What about his sector 3 lap time? Because sector 3 time, because it mostly depends where he will stay now. He's now on the 5th place, 1:17.2, so he even improved on the sector 3. Okay, Ero is currently on the sector 2. And he's the only one on the hot lap. Yes. Okay. By the way, invite people to this broadcast because 4 people is very poor attendance. In Italy we had 10, but you know Italy. Italy was just Italy, not another galaxy. Well, I guess that F1 drivers on the virtual Grand Prix are just pretending to make a show, crashing into others, just intentionally making another spins, cutting corners, etc. and other stuff. Am I right? If not, then still I need to say this is better racing. I just told it once in Italy and you know what happened. Ure goes 5th, 1:17.1, so even faster than Houseman. I guess some of the drivers have to make a lap, much better one, like Drunkenstein and Nizo. Bjorn is on his out lap. Drunkenstein currently in sector 3, he's coming. And he got to another fastest sector and he's 8/10 faster. So we have fastest sectors and fastest sectors here, but it's barely giving him P13. Jody is currently only P12, so pretty disappointing result after his 3 victories in a row. But we know what he will do during the race, I guess, because he has that pure speed. Dragon Style goes 4, 170.0, so I guess at least one driver will break 170. Yes, I was right. Plausible making 116.6. Dragon Style retires from the session, so he doesn't hope for more. Maxwell makes the fastest lap of the qualifying session, 115.4. 115.4. Maxwell, what are you doing? Come on. It's way too fast for other drivers. Like Jasper. He will improve by at least half of a second, I guess. Axe makes P2 now. So front row is now for McLaren, 116.1. Okay. Jody, another fastest sector. Come on. Just stop. What about Luke? P11 currently. Okay, we should really improve. Here goes P6, 116.8. Patrick starts. Okay, we have Jody now, finishing his lap. What about Ferrari? No, because Jody goes P3, even ahead of Jasper and Guyet. Guyet is on the outlap currently. Bjorn is there. Okay, Ferrari is making hot lap. Ginger starting, Patrick in the sector 1. Allen is another one in the sector 1. What about the guy? He starts. Okay, we have no drivers to follow. As to be at the... Okay, Bjorn is on the sector 3. What about him? He's faster by 6/10, currently giving him P8. Junction 35 position, I think he could do better lap time. Bjorn comes to the line, gets it, and finishes on the P6 his lap time. Howson is letting everyone by, I guess. Anvers in the end of this lap, 5/10 faster than the previous one, so he's currently around P7, beating Plausible. Howson is out of the session. I guess he just retired, like he's slow. Ginger had to make a spin over invalidated lap time, that's why he's not pushing. What about Allen Vor? He needs to come into top 10. What now happens? P4, 116.3. And Ferrari makes 116.4. We have so tight qualifying session. Except Maxro. The difference between Axe and Plausible is only half of a second, from 2nd to 10th. So we are going to have equal racing today, I guess. I say, can he do a lap without a spin? 18 seconds faster, so it's now 117, but barely 117. Maybe he will do faster now. Okay, we have people joining the broadcast. Very nice from you guys. I hope you will stay until the end of the race. There will be many stuff to watch. What about Isai? He finishes his lap, getting into P12. He didn't even break 117. What a shame, because he missed it by 0.02 of a second. This is PS4 League, however, we are starting the PC division next week. Okay, we have seen Gniewko gone to the barrier, and also Jody having problems on his hot lap, even though he has invited one. Okay, about coming back to the topic of the... Oh, is it PC? We have PC division. It starts next week. Currently we have 12 drivers. You may be the 13th one if you are on the PC. And currently the problem is we don't have a streamer, so someone who will make the broadcast of it and commentator. But if I will get an interesting offer, not for money, because of course, guys, meanwhile went second and I didn't realize. You distracted me. Okay, just kidding. What about people? Currently Ero is making another hot lap, even though his tires are 4 laps old. Maxro and Axe also want to even improve their lap time. Same as Jasper is currently and in sector 1. Ero retires from the session. Is he another gone? I can't spot him. So maybe he just retired by himself, but I don't know. I don't want to judge. We have less than 10 seconds to the end of the qualifying session. And the qualifying session is now gone. It's now finished. Now drivers have their last try to make anything in their hot laps. Jasper makes the fastest sector 2 and retires from the session, so we have only 1 to 4 drivers going, and it's Jasper, Ginger, Axe and Max guide starting from the front row. Maybe his first podium. I don't want to say this because he has to make 2-stop strategy. And Jasper goes third. What about Axe? He tries to make anything. Max retires from the session, so he's not improving his lap time, but I think he might be safe. Ginger is faster by 7/10, but it's very far away from what Max has done during this qualifying session. Ginger still goes 4th, so now Axe has to improve himself. 2/10 faster in sector 2. Currently he's on the hairpin. He will take another hairpin. This is how his lap will end. He just goes on the main straight, will cross the DRS, now the line, and he doesn't get the fastest lap, but still I guess it was P3. Second! Wojciech. Yeah, for viewers, but come on, we have better racing here. With pure racing, not the anti-show like drivers crashing into others. I've watched the Bahrain Grand Prix highlights. Terrible, come on, terrible. It really looked like they wanted to crash each other. In our league we don't have one. We don't have anything like this. So, and this is why the carnage in Italy after a safety car was like the natural one. It happened. Okay, what about the standings? As you can see, not gonna lie, there's only 5 seconds, so I don't have many time. We have to go last by 3/10, but the thing that happened is that he spun on the turn 4. Okay, may I go for a second? Just need to drink some water because I need to prepare for the race. Just give me a second. 17 drivers going. I've shown you the qualifying results. You can go a few seconds back and see them. Okay. I go for a second. I just needed to drink a bit because what if I will do another Italy? Okay, we have new people on the server. Welcome everyone on the Discord server, which I remind you is on the description, same as Facebook profile and tip and donation. About the trophy case in Ero, I will inform about it after this race, I guess tomorrow. Well, where is my... Okay, we have formation lap, so yeah, I have time. Okay, got him. Now, why would anyone donate? Maybe for the trophies, maybe for the effort we are doing to make you enjoy our races. Like, there are lots of reasons. I'm not like forcing you to give me money because that would be unfair. Maybe only on my private channel. I'm not going here to advertise it. Or maybe you have just right Wojtinho, but only Polish people will understand. It's not charity, but for the rewards. Because surely I will give the F1 trophy. What about Xbox, PC and lower divisions? Now only a bunch of experience points into recruitment. That's it. But you may change this one. Like 60 zlotys in Polish is around 12 pounds or something. So every 15 pounds equals 1 trophy, and that's right. Okay, I want to log in. We are already in sector 3. Max, why are you coming so fast? Log by YouTube. Okay. And I agree. Well, in season 2 I had the idea to donate team trees by Ero, but I rejected this one, like threw it away because I didn't think that anyone would donate. But today, why not? Okay. So drivers are preparing the grid, they are coming to the line, the positions to set them, and we will start the race. Okay, thanks. Hello Broneczek, welcome. You're coming ideally for the start because it's Max Rowe, Axe, both McLarens on the front row, Gaet, Jesper, Ginger, or Jody. It's lights out and away we go, and that's a pretty good start from McLaren. Even though they've done both wheel spin, we are going to have pretty clean first meters. Axe is losing position to Gaet, who goes second. Also, Axe goes inside. Max Rowe extends his lead, and we can see Gaet and Axe going wheel to wheel into turn 2. Also, Ginger gets ahead of Jesper, both racing points on P6 and P7. We are getting pretty clean start, one of the cleanest we've ever seen in this league. Also, Max Rowe extends his lead by far. As we can see, also there is Alpha of Houseman and you are fighting wheel to wheel. We are currently on the turn 4. There is no crashing there. You are guys surprising me, even though Plausible gets overtaken by Ferrari and making another little spin. Bjorn fights with Luke. And oh, there is another spin. I was like making you compliments and giving you a good opinion, and then you do this. Look with Alvar. But I hope it's on the only one. Tires, yeah, I forgot to show. Maybe I'll do it later, after lap 1, okay? Or maybe now, because it's like 2 seconds. This. Here you are. So as you can see, beautiful view from this happen. And Max Rowe is 1 second ahead of Gaet, and we have Axe, Jesper, Ginger. Max Rowe is the fastest lap. Anyone in the pits? No. So maybe there's minor damage for Alvar. Who's already catching Houseman? Is Houseman going to squeeze Alvar into the wall like Schumacher and Barrichello in 2010? No, Alvar goes inside, making P15. So this was pretty clean start, apart from the incident between Luke and Alvar, but I think it's an unfortunate one. One of the cleanest starts we've ever seen, and we would like to see it every time. What, by the way, what do you prefer? Clean, as spectators only, having clean starts like here, or maybe carnages like in Italy? As a commentator, I prefer the second one. But to make an advertisement to the league, this is what we needed. Any update about the standings? I think that Luke might have minor wing damage. He has. It interrupts him a lot. Also, Patrick has done this. Has gone out of the track, almost hit the wall. Luke overtakes him for the P11. Fortunately, Patrick still races. Max already 1.5 of a second ahead, so he may extend his championship lead if you cross the line first, making another fastest lap. About the after race, nothing interesting, move like here. But okay, Drakenstein makes a move on Gniewko, trying to go inside line. Gniewko made that wheel touch, but Drakenstein still manages to keep wheel-to-wheel battle, and Alvar's watching it, as Gniewko keeps the 13th place currently. As you can see, they are going to probably fight maybe for more than 3 corners. As you can see, they are coming like a train. P13, P14, P15. And closer calls at the front, Jesper against Axe and Gaet. No, even Gaet is 1 second ahead of Axel. This is what we need to spot. He was unlucky to not get a podium. Jesper very close to the wall. He was very unlucky to get a podium in his home track in Italy, where he crossed the line second. Also, Gniewko overtaken by both Alvar and Drakenstein. About the guy coming back to the Gaet, he was so close, but unfortunately, even though he crossed the line second, he finished 4th, and then after penalty removals, he even dropped to 6th, I remember. Max Rowe another fast lap. He's doing fastest lap and fastest laps and so on and so on. Ginger tries to go inside, not. He still takes P5. However, he tries to make a move on Jesper. Is it going to go well for him? We're going to see this battle wheel to wheel. Ginger has DRS, but Jesper keeps 4th place well. Any will-to-will battles. As you can see, Patrick and Luke is the closest one. We need to remind that Luke has minor wing damage, which makes it harder to attack. Also, as you can see, Bjorn overtaken by Jody into 6. Max already 2 seconds ahead of Gayet. What the pace he has. He is a championship contender clearly, as he is the leader of the standings. However, I think I can turn off these tires. And we have spin, and there is Luke out of the race! Where he got spun, it was sector 2. We have yellow flags there. Are we going to have safety car? No. Even the virtual one, come on. And this is the first retirement of the season. Also, Frankenstein gets out of the track, probably pushed by someone. Yellow flag in sector 2, and that's literally all about this race. Also, Ero fights will-to-will with the Haas driver. Frankenstein manages to stay 15th. Also, Jasper overtaken by Ginger, but he will try to do a switchback move. This is a chance for the Dutchman. For the Williams driver, he gets ahead. There was contact between the and Ginger. However, Jasper stays 5th, just ahead of Johnny Snooks. The times have come to be very difficult for Luke, the Ferrari driver. After when oh, there's another spin, it's Patrick, but he manages to get back on track on the position number 15. Oh, blocked also Ure. I guess it will be a little warning here, but he lets him go, so I guess not. But it was very opportunistic and very tough move, and there was so many risks there. Okay. Also, Hausen overtakes Kievko, who spun. We have another driver out of the track on the grass and with a wing damage. Gniewko comes back on track but last. Another yellow flag. Oh, okay, I guess it's Gniewko. Gayet caught Max a bit by 3/10 or even 4 during this period when we are not focusing on this battle. Jody gets pushed off the track by Jasper, still being on the P6. Still Bjorn tries to find space to get P7. Also, we can see will-to-will battle between Axe and Ginger. We can see these soft tires are getting worn and worn, so it makes it more difficult, much more difficult to drive with them where they are older than laps. Axe cuts the corner completely. This is the corner which I mentioned in the quality, it should be removed and replaced with a straight. That would give much better racing. Also, we have problems from Gayet, which I didn't realize it happened. Gayet gets on the gravel. He probably hit the wall, but manages to go still on the soft tires. But he'll surely pit, same as Maxwell does. But he's not pitting. Gayet stays out of the track. Maybe he has no front wing damage, and Gayet will be leading this race, or maybe not. It's will-to-will between him and Ginger. Ginger gets away on the first place. Also, Axel will try to find the place inside to even maybe overtake for the lead, and he goes there. They're still going will-to-will. There was contact, but still Axel stays second. Gayet will try to overtake him inside, not his way too far. And now we have Ginger leading. Also, there's Jasper will-to-will with Jody. And this battle is probably not gonna end right now, because it's going to end from the coming corners. Even though Gayet have problems and he gets a 4th place and we have racing points, but it's Jody getting back on track ahead of his teammate Hallenvor. Also, we have will-to-will of Bjorn and Gayet. Gayet suffers a wing damage, I guess. Yes, he's struggling a lot. Ahead of his teammate he goes. We know what they've done in the Australia Grand Prix at the beginning of the season 3. But I guess now Ice is overtaken by his brother. Or maybe not, they've done another contact. Gayet has to prove it, surely. Ferrari finally having a good race. This is what we need to say, because he stays 5th. And I hope he will finally score points this race. Max in the pits, probably for the medium tires, or I don't know which tires was Max in. Bjorn fights with Jesper, and he overtakes him. Also Ferrari tries to make a move here, and he gets on the third place. He goes inside the line, he gets DRS, and he manages to make the third position. Okay, tires, Max is on hard, same as Max. But I don't think they will survive, so they will surely do a two-stop strategy. So drivers are probably waiting. Oh, there's physical type penalty for Ferrari for multiple warnings, so he had to cut the corners at least 3 times and exceed track limit as he's done this. As you can see, another corner cut, I guess. This track is literally... There are 2 places here to get the where you can easily get a penalty. It is turn 4 if you will go, regardless if it's inside line or outside line. About the corner cutting in turn 4, currently we have racing point, and it's Jody on the minimap, and another point is chicane just after this one. Plassenburg gets ahead of Jesper on the position number 4. Also Jesper comes into the pit, same as Gayet. So we have 2 drivers pit in once. We are currently, not gonna lie, because if I will say this one, I think there will be carnage in the next 3 laps. But currently, drivers are giving us clean race. And this is what we have wanted to have. Maxer makes the fastest lap of the race currently. Again, on hard tires. Okay, I think there is no battles coming here, so I will let you leave Ferrari. I need to... Okay, just turn the lights and that's all. And Ferrari makes the spin! This is without a tire. What an unfortunate thing happened for him. And he's back on track, but without his wheel. And I think this has to be a safety car, but this is not safety car. Ferrari again. I don't understand. I simply don't understand. Every time he has a chance for points, he crashes or disconnects. I don't understand. When the first time when he will get points in F1 will come. Very unfortunate spin, but this is also a miracle for Ginger, who is pitting now, so he will not lose as many time as normal racing, same as Bjorn coming to the pit and Isai. Also the soft runners, if they are here, and they are not here, every drivers on medium or hard, have to go to the pit, I wanted to say, but there is no one. Plassenburg links the race, maybe first win this season. Drive-through penalty for Patrick Sport speeding on the safety car, but he has to serve it after the SC. Also Hauswill gets ahead of his teammate Ginger. Of course, both are reserves, and we can see Ginger manages to come back on track, not on third, but only fourth. I was thinking that there is going to be 2 wheel hunters SC. And drivers will have miscommunication about the coming this guy. Yeah. Maybe Russia. Maybe in Russia. Okay. Safety car is now getting another drivers. As you can see, Bjorn has joined the queue. Same as Jurek, who is on 5th. Also, this safety car is a miracle for both Patrick and Gniewko, because these drivers have a chance to catch the grid now. The rest of the drivers. Show tires, okay, but everyone is on mediums or hards. Only Gniewko and Gayet are mediums. Rest on hards. This is interesting. Safety car is going very slowly. And as you can see, it's not coming in. So Patrick and Gniewko both having another lap. Also Jody has a chance to make a comeback because he's P13 currently. And he's very close to Frankenstein, to Gayet, to Jesper, to Allenford, to Nizo. But okay, I have a question for you guys. But you barely answer me the questions. Maybe this time you will work with me. You will cooperate. The thing is, if the sound is okay, like, It's too loud or too quiet. You can tell me if it's good. Hello Pupitar, hello Libanov. Okay, another lap of safety car. Probably Patrick will still gain a lot, but not enough to catch everyone like Gniewko has done now. Who is on the lead? Plausible ahead of Houseman. You have Maxor, Ginger, Ero. It's good. Thank you guys. So currently we have only 3 drivers on the tires they have done at the beginning of the race. It's Plausible, Houseman and Ero, and this is why all of them are on the top 5. The rest of the drivers have served a pit stop. Okay, second. Yeah, yeah, bra moment, but about the water, I just watched the Italian Grand Prix once or twice, or I don't know how many times, and my drinking water sound was horrible, terrible, like awful, and this is why I now plug off the microphone, because I don't want you to hear this one, even unless it doesn't interrupt you. And we have safety car in this lap. So yeah, we are going back to racing. It's Plausible and Houseman on the top 2. They've both not served the pit stop, unless unlike Maxwell has done one, and he has much fresher tires. Even fresher tires has Ginger, as he has pitted during safety car. So who is going to get the lead this time? Is it going to Plausible to keep it, or maybe Houseman will take it? And this is going to be surprising. What about Maxwell? He has fresh tires and he made a pole position by far. Plausible speeds now, and we have restart of the Hungarian Grand Prix. And as you can see, Plausible had a brilliant restart, and Houseman slept literally on this one, because Maxwell tries to go outside line to overtake him on the second place, same as Ginger tries, and Maxwell gets second. Houseman loses 2 places and 1 corner. Bjorn also gets ahead of Ero, and to get 5th place. Also we can see Axel and Dice fighting, just being close to each other. Also Axel has a chance to overtake Ero soon, unless something will happen. As you can see, another clean restart, so this is what I like. And then someone crashes. Please not. We've already 2 drivers out of the race. Guy starting from 3rd place is now only on the 11th, but he's going to have a nice result today, I guess, if he doesn't mess up it, because he has a chance now. Maybe not for the podium, but another solid points. Patrick, as we can see, he joined the group at the end. So yeah, it's more fun when they crash. Yeah, Italian Grand Prix. But if drivers crash, then I have so much mess on the chat. I don't want it at all. Okay, we can see Bjorn overtaking Houseman for the 4th place. These tires are getting older and older. As you can see, they are 12 laps old now. So this is why Houseman and Ero both lose on it. And also we have Axel going outside line to overtake Ero, but he stays behind. He's very close, and it's going to be wing damage if something will happen. If Ero will go too slowly. But fortunately, both drivers are keeping it clean. Drunkest will risk a time penalty for multiple warnings with a group like this. Even though if he was 6, then he would have ruined chance for points. Sector 3 starting. It's Plausible ahead of Maxwell. Ginger still. This is the shortest sector on this track, because the only thing we have is 2 hairpins and 1 right-hander. And then we have main straight. Wow, I thought there is yellow flags. It's just colorful snake of cars on the minimap. GRS is now enabled. Gniewko overtakes Jordi. I knew he finished second on the Italian Gp. Later, at the end, finished third because Placebo got his penalty removed. But explain me this. And Jody overtakes the Polish driver, but they are fighting will to will still, even though Gniewko's car ghosts. And he goes inside line to take 13th place. What a move made by the Toro Rosso. Ginger very close to Max Rowe. So there is very high probability of exciting battle, like in Italy until lap 26, where Ginger, I've seen the replays, I at the beginning gave Max Rowe time penalty, but rewatched this video and removed it. We could see Ginger closing to Max Rowe, then they touched wheels and Ginger was out. Max Rowe finished 6th after penalties, he finished 4th. No, he finished 7th on track, even adding the penalties from the game. Nizo very close with Axe. Could be a wing damage if he didn't break in early enough. And now we have a train ahead behind Halsman. As you can see, he's losing 2.5 of a second to the top 4. And Bjorn is losing 1.7. And he's keeping this train very well. Placebo blocks Max and Ginger very well, and he keeps his lead, maybe even until the pits, because with these cars he's probably going to pit lap 18, 19 or 20. Oh, that was difficult for him, he almost spun. This is one of the most mysterious corners because it's unseen left, it's fast, it's 5th or even 6th gear. Jody with the time penalty. Patrick again, come on. And there is very easy to crash. We have crashed. This is what I said. Dragonstein and Gniewko both crashed with Jordi. Both Haas drivers cannot avoid the incidents at all during this season. Dragonstein barely scored 6 points. It's even making it harder for him. Patrick waited for this, I guess, because he now lost the half of. No, there's Jordi out. Not out, but he manages to stay on track and in this. Again, making a lot of spins. It's unable to get back on track. And he tries to go into the pit. Yeah, he crashes on purpose. He's out of the race. This is not how the race for Jody was supposed to end. Very sad moment. And Gniewko is currently in the pits. We have no even virtual safety car. So the train from Hausman stays. And Jody left the session. So after 3 wins in a row, he retired. But I guess in another races he will surely win 1 or 2. And maybe even compete for the title, because it's still possible. Placebo keeps Max very well in the first place. Even though it's lap 17, his hearts are 60 laps old. Max has his heart 10 laps old. He's now faster, can he take the lead? No. So, not this in this corner, same as Ginger, they are just keeping the train. Same as Hausman, he's already 5 seconds behind the Bjorn, and Ero overtakes him. He went so furious here. They touched wheels, but still managed to keep it without doing damage, and Ero is now 5th. Also, another very close go between Nizo and Axe for the 7th place. Also, Anvo tries to find some space to overtake after turn 4, not this time. Hello everyone on the broadcast, it's 10 people currently. We are having a nice race. There were a few incidents, but not as dirty as in Italy or F3 race. Here's nice racing, unlike the F1 Grand Prix. Maybe they are having a clean race now. I don't know. You need to tell me what's going on there. Because I'm not watching it. I only watched Bahrain's highlights and yeah. Coming back to this race, can Max extend his championship lead? No, because he's losing it by 6 points. Jody again left. Another rage quit from the Discord. So currently the lead from Plausible is now smaller into just 2 points from Max, of course, because Max reads the standings. He's losing 4 points. Well, but we are going to have we are having a nice battle here, and Bjorn watching it. And X also fights with Will Hausman, getting it 6. Same as Isa will try now. They're coming to sector 2, and Isa gets ahead of the Alfa Romeo driver. Yeah, but the pace of the things happening that may force me to do it. By the way, someone tells Roddy that this is not the end of the world, that he didn't finish the race. He won 3 times in a row. Come on. And Pleasantville finally comes to the pits. He maintained his lead until his pit stop. Gniewka with his type for multiple warnings. Pleasantville will probably go mediums. So we have only Maxwell and Ginger on the track, fighting for the lead and even maybe the victory. Okay. So currently they're just keeping themselves. Also, even though Ginger makes a fastest sector 1, 2/10 of a second faster than his fastest lap. Also we can see Axe and Nizo another fight, and Jure keeps them well, and Jure will surely go into the pits. Hasn't already done it. He has already done it for the medium tires. Plus will get back on track on the 11th, so he's now far away from everyone. He will now try to catch Drunkenstein. Now about the train from P4 to P9 is about the penalty the drivers will get. And this will make them think of who will get the better position in this Grand Prix. Maxwell, fastest lap on hard tires, which are 13 laps old. He makes everything to keep Ginger behind, and as you can see, he's doing a mega job. Okay, also actually we can see overtaking Jure into 4th place. Jure was out of the track, was pushed. So also Isai says thank you very much, not this time, because Jure still fight, and he went outside line with inside line, which very helped him to keep 5th place, and also Isai and Alan were behind. Plazabel is already half of a second to Drunkenstein. So, and he has no penalties as I remember, unlike Drunkenstein who has 1. And this causes currently Plazabel to get that 1 point. Fun fact, Plazabel never finished lower than P5 in the season. Only P5, P4 or P2. These were only 3 positions he achieved this season. Maybe finally time for the 3rd place or a victory. Or maybe the lower one like now. But I guess some of the drivers are going to the pit. I say overtake somehow Jure to make the 5th place, and Jure comes to the pits as I thought. Isa will now get away with the 5th place. He has like 6/10 of advantage, which may help him by a bit. Also Jasper tries to make a move down the inside, and he makes it to the 6th place. Very nice indeed. This is a very good place to make that late lunges. And he makes it. Also, Anvor loses the position to Guide, but he goes out inside line now, and he uses on it to make the 7th place. Guide clipped the grass, I guess, keeping the P8 right now, and he even went to the grass. So currently, this is how the battle for the position number 5 ended. After sector 1, which we had some nice overtakes. So you can see Jasper is fast on his hard tires. Can you show race bet time? Okay. Times, fastest lap. The fastest one has Max 119.3. Plausible is 6 tenths slower. Halton is half of a second. Ginger is 2 10 seconds. And rest didn't even beat 120. Plausible makes the fastest lap of the race. It's 118.6 now. Also, we can see another battle. It's between Jasper, Alan and Guyet. Guyet who currently only watches it because he's way too far. What about Ginger and Max? So they still keep the 1-2. But this is not a 1-2 for McLaren. Even though Axel does a very decent result with P4. And hit faster lap than Axel. Goal. As we can see, we have now only 2 groups fighting, only 1 pair and 1 group. It's Max and Ginger as the pair fighting, and we have an Eyesight, Jasper, Alvar and Guyet, and Plausible joined it for the 4th place, no 5th, because Axel is way too far, a bit too far I guess, I wanted to say. Really been of F1 driver instantly, maybe in season 4. And I consider staying as a commentator. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Eurogames with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and we can see Guyet is now feeling literally the roar of Plausible's engine and the fuel he has there as Plausible goes inside the line and takes the 8th place. That was so... It was very close call. Plausible could spin and ruin his race at podium chances maybe even in this corner. It's top 23 still, and I guess many drivers will come to the pits. Max who has to make it, I guess, same as Ax, Jasper, and to try the rest. Because I don't think their tires will survive that many laps. They are already getting 60% worn. Plausible probably thinks he's just stuck behind Alan and he cannot show fully his pace. And he will try to overtake the driver he personally doesn't like, I need to say. They are 2 biggest rivals of Ero. And now Plausible wants to make everything to overtake Ivory, like he has done it on the last lap of the race in Australian Grand Prix. Also, we can see Plausible is faster than Alvor, not enough to make even a move. Even though he came very close on the outside line. But the lead, Ginger and Max are just peacefully going. With half of a second of difference. They're not even fighting, to be honest. They're just staying like this and not making anything. But Ginger is trying to make a call still. Also, Patrick fights Houseman, and Houseman is ahead of the Romanian to the position number 11. Drunk has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, ruining his chances for the points even more. But he still has 6 seconds, and he still has a bit of margin. What about Patrick and Houseman? There was a contact, and this but still, come on. Plausible, yeah, which Plausible? Houseman keeps P11, okay? I finish it. And you're also join this battle contact between Plausible and Allenvor, also making Allenvor spin, and Guyet will get probably wing damage. This is, yes, this is a pit stop for the Italian, who had a really big chance, a really major chance to make a really decent result today. But he got unlucky in this incident between Plausible and Allenvor. And this is going to be a penalty for Plausible. And you, what do you think, guys, on the chat? Who is at fault now? It's going to be plausible, or maybe it's going to be Anvor who was going to slowly get in the pits. He will get back on track in the position number 13 actually. Ero fights Patrick again, and Patrick again loses on the wheel spin. So currently, who is going to win this race? This is one of the most difficult questions now. Why did he even try? Maybe he thought that Anvor would break a little bit later, but this happened. Currently, Plausible is losing 2 seconds to Jesper and Isai. And Axel now is close. Now, so also we can say Isai and Jesper caught Axel, and he's now in danger of losing his 4th place. About Ginger and Maxwell, there is nothing given to show because they're just peacefully going, like on the trip, and visiting Hungarian track for the 26th time on this race. Also, we can see Isai fights Axel for the 4th place, but he still stays behind. Also, Ginger with the fastest first sector. I think Maxwell did it in the faster one. But as you can see, there are only 3 drivers now fighting in this group. Maybe Plausible will join it soon, and we will have 4. No one is suffering lack of ERS power except Plausible. He also experiences his lack of fuel. He has to save it currently. Maybe in these corners, like this one, like this beautiful sequence in Hungary. Oh, Plausible having problems. Very good save. Is now Ginger faster than Maxwell? Can he take the lead now? Because he's now closer and closer, getting by only 3 tenths behind 2. 1 maybe this time, and he gets inside. Like, what a move made by the Ginger. But still there is going to be fight wheel to wheel, and Max retakes the lead on the Hungarian Grand Prix. And also, whoa, there's another contact, but fortunately no one permanently crashed today in this incident. Maxwell stays in the lead, but they're going wheel to wheel. Another great move there can be by Ginger, and he goes outside line to turn 4, makes Maxwell head. There was a contact between them, and Ginger takes the lead. Maxwell on the grass, so this makes his victory case much more difficult. But for most of this time was the battle. It was Isai also gets without front wing, he gets wing damage. Ruined his race a lot by one of the Red Bulls. And it was Plausible, I guess. Have you seen this one? You have time to see this, and me not. Plausible goes with Axel. He's very aggressive into turns, and he gets on the he doesn't get on the 4th place on his medium tires. He knows he's much faster than Axel in this compound, and he just waits for an opportunity to overtake. He will go wherever there is a place, wherever there is a gap, but not here. Also, Drankist overtakes Nizo, but we need to remind that Isai has wing damage. Also, fight between there was a lockup from one of the drivers, and I guess it was Axe. Plausible will try to make a move inside or outside. Jesper is watching it and literally waiting for some action to happen. Max is losing more and more. He's now losing 2 seconds. We have ghosting from both Axe and Plausible. Plausible goes outside line and they touched, I guess. Jesper used on it to get 4th place. And the Williams used on it. He was watching this battle and he's now before out of nowhere. He came on this place. Axe is faster than slower than Plausible. Plausible gets on the 5th place. But now there's another goal to overtake Jesper. And this will be probably all from this battle, because we can see that Jesper loses 15 seconds to Bjorn. And both of these drivers are title contenders with over 100 points. What about Anvor? Nothing literally I meant, but was just watching Nievko how he's going. He's going peacefully. Okay, Plazable has now DRS on Jesper. We have series of dirty moves made by Plazable and aggressive ones. He's doing literally like Max Verstappen in the early years in F1. What about now? Jesper is behind Plazable. Plazable has done it into 4th place. He has the outside line, which is much better on the stand, and he uses it to get the 4th place. And I think it will be all about this battle. Ginger winning. His cards are 19 laps old, which is very old age. And I wonder if they will survive another 6 laps. For Max, of course, and I just went Axa. Wise I went on softs, by the way. Garrett is closing a bit to Patrick. So we can say Ero and Hausman having a fight. Like they are literally coming towards the Alpha. But this will surely happen something here. Axel will surely try to overtake Jesper now, as Jesper doesn't have DRS, opposite to the Frenchman, who is now faster and faster, and he's closing to the Dutchman. He will not make a move around here, but maybe later. His tires are 1 lap older. What about Hasan? He's way too fat to even dream about attacking Ero here. But he is still close enough to think about overtaking. Careful. It's 6 laps to go, and I think Ginger will win this race. Hausman fights with Ero, actually, but at the end it happened like they both stayed on their position. Garrett gained only 0.2 of a second on this fight. Now 4, but I guess he will get closer and maybe even score a bit of point today. Unlike his brother Isai, who has unlucky race today, and he went on soft tires maybe to beat the fastest lap. Though I didn't realize this happened, but let me check out. Plazable still owns this one. What about position change? The biggest one is doing Plazable 8 places. Ero is making 7, Dragonstone 6, we have Hausman with 5, where another indeed result. Also 7 has Bjorn, 4 has Ginger, another promotion is Knievko, 3 places up, but it's far away. And 1 position down is both Jesper and Maxru, and 4 places down is Axel, 9 positions down is Gayet. To be honest, this is the clean race. An ERO rating, this is clean race, because we had only few incidents until lap 31, and to be honest, some of them included Plazable. Knievko will try to make probably still the fastest lap as he's going to the pits. Okay, this is interesting to me. And we have... Oh, I thought Ginger is coming to the pits, but it didn't happen. By the way, anyone knows how much tire we has the 25 laps old hard tires? Because I don't know. Because I didn't have them for more than 10 laps. I only had mediums. I actually probably stay 6 behind Jesper. He's not trying to attack him, and he's not trying to push to get him. Ginger with 3-second time penalty, it may change the situation completely and give Max an easier chance to win. Also, Ero is faster, much faster than Frankenstein, makes it outside line and gets, even though there is a contact between them, there was what an incident between him and Frankenstein. Ero is spun and he's coming back on track on the position number 11. I think this is... I don't know what to say about this one. I think the cards maybe 60 to 70. So you say that Maxro can survive. Yellow flag to sector 2, it's Ero with another spin. And he retires on the session. Also left it. I wonder why Gniewko isn't using the RS. What a disaster for Torosso at the very end of the race, because he had the chance to get some points. He finishes without them. Also, I guess that Frankenstein suffers wing damage. Or maybe there is some minor, I guess. He's overtaken by Patrick into the position number 9. Axel still stays behind Jesper. We have 3 laps to go, and I'm even not watching Ginger and not Gniewko. I wanted to be Gniewko there for fighting for victory, but Max Rowe. And Max is currently winning this race, I guess. I see no battles, so I can check out the race director review. And yes, Ginger has a penalty. What about Max Rowe? Only 1 warning. Also only 1 warning for Bjorn. What about Plazable? He has 4 warnings, even though he has no penalties. 1 penalty for Jesper. And Axe? This is just Gniewko trying to unlap himself. As he makes the fastest lap. 170.8. I think the Hearts can go for 30 laps. This is going to be still tough for Max Rowe. Gniewko made the fastest lap of the race. It was very impressive. We have penultimate lap right now. It's lap 34. As we can see also, Max Rowe is losing only 1 second to Ginger. What about Patrick? He's faster than Frankenstein on the straight, sorry. And he has a real chance to overtake the Turkish into turn 3, maybe, if he is brave enough. He goes down the inside to make the position number 9. What a late launch, what a great move, what a great move. What an extraordinary one, made by the Williams driver into 9th place. Frankenstein still tries to find some space to overtake the Williams, but this doesn't happen. I felt on far too hard yesterday on mediums. This is interesting. Because we still wonder if someone is going to get a puncture on this last lap of the race. I say retires on the session, but he does it manually. Gniewko wants just to keep the fastest lap of the race, so this is why he races, and he's still ahead, so he has to full lap. Leclerc won. Easy to predict. Also, Gaiet is very close now to Frankenstein, so Frankenstein can lose all of his points he could have. With his wing damage, he has problems now. He goes the inside line. What a move can be it from Gaiet in the last lap of the race. He makes it on the 10th, and 1 point is for himself. Well, while the drivers are there in sector 3. Ginger is very close to win this Grand Prix. There are only 2 corners remaining. This is the penultimate one, and then we have the last one. And it will depend if he wins the Hungarian Grand Prix, because, okay, I've also forgot, he has a penalty. He crosses the line first, but is he going to win this race? Yes, he makes it on the track, but loses it to Max Rowe, who is the winner of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Bjorn finishes third. Then we will have Plazable, Jesper, Axe, Aron, House and Patrick, maybe Gaiet, and Frankenstein. Plazable finishes his race on the 4th place. Very calm finish, but very aggressive racing. Also, this is the question: Jesper, Axe. It's Axe ahead of Jesper, so Jesper had to get a penalty. Meanwhile, we didn't see. Alvaro finishes 7th. Axe with a very good race. It was very pretty stuff made by McLaren. 1st and 5th. Also Red Bull 3rd and 4th. So the constructors standings battle is getting more intense. Haas 8th, Patrick Gaiet 10th. Then we have Frankenstein, and Gniewko will finish P12. Okay, I will try to invite the drivers to the press conference. It's going to be Bjorn, Ginger, and Max. Bjorn, Ginger. Okay, done. And Gniewko crosses the line on the position number. He finished. He finished. Yes. He crossed the line clearly. Okay, guys. Hello, Ginger.
Hello.
Very unlucky to be honest.
Yeah, but Max is gonna get reported.
Like,
yeah, shame. Penalty in the third to last. But he did some movement on the braking on me, so.
like, pretty unlucky.
Yeah, it was a good battle we had, to be honest. Around the outside.
What happened in that left-hander?
On the left-hander, you mean the...
Yeah, I overtook him. So I thought I need to do it now. But then in the turn 1 and turn 2, he did his move on the braking, so I couldn't overtake him there. But then I got a better exit. So I had to overtake him around the outside. But yeah, well, he pretty much went wide and then had so much dirt on his tires.
Well,
he lost the last time.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Well, what I want to say, this is surely one of the cleanest races of the season. You are right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because there was no carnage. There were a few crashes, that's true. But at summary, nothing major happened. Like, only 2 retirements or something.
Yeah.
Alan got top of the whole race.
What happened with Alan?
He got hit by Luke, and then got hit by Jasper, and then got hit by Nitso, and then got hit by Pluizen.
Yeah, I've seen the spin, his spin with Plausible. So this is going to be reviewed, I guess.
He's gonna report all of them, I think.
Hello guys.
Hello. Congrats for the victory.
Thank you. Right to Ginger.
Moving on the braking, unbelievable. No, kidding.
Your connection is bad tonight, so
yeah,
I don't know
it was pretty much
why you're on the track. So.
Yeah, it was pretty much the same from me to you.
Okay.
I didn't think it was moving on the braking. It's pretty much just your car lagging, and that's throwing me off so bad. But I still overtook you on the outside. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, yeah. Okay.
Any comments? Because I guess it was a procession. Any comments about the race?
No.
No, honestly, good race for McLaren, and well done to the podium. The second lesson.
Well, I would like to see the constructor standings currently, because we have 15 plus 10 equals 27, and 26 got Max, and 1 additional, and 10 points. Okay. Yeah, only 12 points around. The difference you have.
The constructor, the Racing Point.
Racing Point is far away after this race. McLaren has 249, while Red Bull has 20 points more.
Okay. That's going to be close at the end of the season, I think.
Okay. So, one of the cleanest races, only one safety car we've seen today. You are surprised or not?
No, I expected to fight it much.
Yeah.
Just,
you got a penalty
he got
in
lucky
bar.
with the safety car. With his strategy.
Yeah, the straight safety car come around the right time.
What I can say, congratulations for the clean racing, by the way, Ginger and Max, even though you had one contact.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
And I think that's all about this race. You're right. Am I right or not?
Yes.
You're right.
To Singapore.
Russia. About the Russian Grand Prix, Season 1, rain, carnage, views on the podium, and his part lagged out. Guy had crashing on the last lap, everything happened. Jaron won the race, but Nurza had no penalty, so this is why he won. Season 2, Giga at Zax. Mainly, so,
Again, I guess.
We haven't got rain for a long time, so maybe next year.
the last one was Britain.
Yeah, that's I don't know how long.
So yeah, I think it's time to end this broadcast and this race. Thank you very much for this one.
Shalom.
And thank you. See you next week in Russian Grand Prix, and I promise this is going to be fascinating one. It has to be like Season 1 and Season 2. Now, goodbye.